Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. We've got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air, it's Peters. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. On a big showdown, they know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
Turning it on! Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming.
I don't know about the play call there. Third and long, and you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
They booted away on fourth down. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Fires fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes the handoff. It's Cooper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Back to pass, it's Peters. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch and set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Peters. Takes the easy completion. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion with the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's really good 3rd down defense. You've given up some yards, who cares? Down here, right near the goal line, you bow your neck up, you force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back to throw, it's Peters. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grab near the marker, it's Burke. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Richmond. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down coming up. Got a man. It's Richmond. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Peters. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. Dances away. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Jennings. And it's in there for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the return will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Davis. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll throw on 3rd down. The screen, and watch out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Peters. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That brings him to within 1. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the read, running to the left. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
After the third down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Lets it fly. Finds a spot in the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. We saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Got it behind the line. It's Jennings. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over it, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it on the outside. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're in for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the catch. There he goes. He's at the 20. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. From the gun. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On the ground, it's Jennings. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Third down coming up after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Ground. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Peters. Caught near the sidelines, will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to sneak it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jennings. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Jennings. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Peters. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown.
Man, What a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Peters. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw. It's Peters. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Peters. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Pressure coming. Hauls it in. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. On the run, it's Jennings. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Peters. On target. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Wants to fire on 2nd down.